The Trailblaze Challenge is an outdoor journey that invites hikers of all levels to support Make-A-Wish South Carolina families, enjoy and explore the outdoors on endurance hikes, and build South Carolina pride and community through an all-inclusive hike experience. In the spring, Trailblaze Challenge takes place on the Palmetto Trail and offers 3 separate hike challenges: an upstate hike, a Midlands hike, and a low country hike. With me today to talk about how the hike supports South Carolina kids is Regional Development Officer for Make-A-Wish South Carolina, Shannon Rice, and Trailblaze Challenge alumni, Andrew DeHall. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. This is such a great cause, and this is such an exciting event. This is your biggest event, right, for Make-A-Wish South Carolina? Biggest fundraiser?
This is our biggest fundraiser. It's in its ninth year.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, almost a whole decade. Yep.
Wow. So, Andrew, you're an alumni of this. Tell me all about the Trailblaze Challenge and how it supports.
How much time do you have?
As much time as you want.
Yeah, it's a great program. So, as you said, it's a series of endurance hikes that is designed to raise money and awareness for Make-A-Wish South Carolina. And every time we go out on trail, you get to go on some of the most naturally beautiful parts of our great state. We're really excited to be back on the Palmetto Trail this spring. We'll have a hike in the Midlands on April 6th. Right here in the Low Country, we'll finish up right on the Intracoastal Waterway on April 13th. And then one kicking off at Sassafras Mountain, the top of the state, on April 20th.
Wow.
It's been a privilege to be part of it, and I'm really excited to be here with you to talk more about it.
So all levels. You don't have to be a big hiker to do this.
Oh, absolutely not. This is not for like super elite runners or like wilderness people. I'm neither of those. There are people who have never hiked more than a mile, never hiked at all. Yeah. Shoot, we've had even a blind person has done it before.
Wow.
One of our biggest repeat hikers is over 80 years old. So you can do it.
Yeah, and this is happening in April, so you have time to prepare. How do you train for something like this?
That's a great question. So the 2 coordinators that run this program, Jody and Michelle, they know what they're doing. They are experienced hikers and they are experienced trainers. So they provide training schedules, training hikes on the weekends,
awesome.
Recommendations on gear. And it's not just them. You know, it's a large community. Hundreds of people have done this now, and everyone's in your corner to help you every step of the way.
And yeah, and you've done this for a long time. What is your favorite thing about being a part of this?
I think it's the community. I've made some of my closest friends out there on trail. If you're out there for a few hours and there's no cell phones to look at and stare and scroll, you're just out there thinking about your own experiences and talking through what brought them out on trail and how they can help kids. It's a bond that you don't find that often these days.
And there is going to be information meetings about this tonight and tomorrow, right?
Exactly, yeah. Both are at 6 p.m. over at Matt O'Neill Real Estate off Bowman Road in Mount Pleasant, pretty much right behind Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay, perfect. Shannon, let's talk all about how this supports Make-A-Wish.
Sure. So in South Carolina, the average cost of a wish is $7,500. So if we are raising nearly $1 million with our Trailblaze program, think of how many wishes we're granting across the state. It's right now we have roughly 400 children waiting in South Carolina for a wish, and that's several here in the Low Country. We have the second number of referrals coming from Low Country, and Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital is one of our top referral sources. So you can imagine how amazing it is that these hikers go out there, and they're when these hikers are out there, they're thinking, if these children can go through the treatments they're going through and come out the other end of the treatments with joy because of the wishes that are being granted by the funds that they're raising, the hikers can go out and do a 23 to 28 mile hike. That one day of sweat and resilience, they're experiencing something that the children are experiencing.
I love that.
Through months of treatments.
Yeah, that's so beautifully said. And what does that mean to you?
It's humbling to think, because I know a few Wish kids, and that's who I got right here on my arm, and it's definitely a lot that they undertake. So to be able to have some contribution and to help them get through those dark moments and bring some light in their lives is really a privilege.
And I'm so privileged to be a part of Wish Society this year for
Yes.
2024. I'm so happy to be raising money for these kids right here in the Low Country. So I will put up my fundraising page on my social media too. So please help out with that. And what else do you want to tell the Low Country community about these kids and how their support really touches them?
I think one of the biggest messages we like to get across is Make-A-Wish is not for terminally ill children. Make-A-Wish grants wishes to critically ill children or children with critical illnesses. It's a lot of times what the wish does is helps those children get through the treatments. You know, while they're having tests run and blood drawn, their caregivers and their nurses and their doctors are asking them, hey, we hear you are getting a wish. Let's help you figure out what that is. So one of my favorites is a teenager who found out she had to have a transplant. And so during this whole process of the test, they were like, okay, well, what is your wish going to be? And she's like, well, I want to meet Harry Styles. I want to meet Lizzo. They're like, well, what if you could meet all of them? Maybe you can go to the Grammys. And she did.
I just got chills.
So
I love
she
that.
got to go to the Grammys, and she got to meet LL Cool J, and she got to meet Shania Twain, and she got to see Lizzo and Harry
crazy.
Styles. But knowing that this was an opportunity for her is what helped her get to the other side, and she's thriving now. She's applying to colleges, and she never thought she'd be able to do
Wow.
that. So that's what these hikers are able to do. Is help grant those wishes that make a difference in a child's life and help them get over that hump of treatments and illness and to a healthy life. That's what we want to do, and we want folks here in the Low Country to know that they can help and they can help grant those wishes.
We definitely can. Such amazing stuff. Can we get those details one more time about the meetings happening tonight and tomorrow about the Trailblaze Challenge?
Yeah, 6 p.m. tonight and tomorrow, Matt O'Neill Real Estate in Mount Pleasant. Best way to get started on that is to go to sctrailblazechallenge.org. There's a nice little RSVP button. Just type your stuff in, and then we'll know that you're coming.
And Shannon, if people aren't able to do the hike, how can they still support Make-A-Wish?
They can go to wish.org/sc and make a donation there. They can support you with your Wish Society. If y'all are wondering what Wish Society is, Emily has agreed to raise $7,500 to grant a wish to a child here in the Low Country.
Yeah, we got a great head start. A few couple
Yes.
thousand already, which is great. So thank you all for your support already. But we want to exceed that goal this year for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you guys both so much for everything that you guys are doing for Low Country kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.